The one thing I love about driving around Israel is that as you look out your window, you see multiple significant sites passing by, and almost everything reminds you of something in the Bible. Jewish history began in this land, and the entire Bible is centered around this tiny slice of the Middle East. Danny took us through the city of Nazareth and up the Mount of Precipice, the site where tradition tells us that, having rejected Jesus' claim to be the Messiah, his hometown attempted to throw him off a cliff.
Wow, beautiful morning.
Gorgeous. As I looked around me, I was stunned by how beautiful Jesus' homeland really was. I was blown away by the rugged terrain that would have been so familiar to Jesus as he traveled by foot all around this region. And I realized just how perilous a fall from one of Nazareth's cliffs would have been.
This is one of the best viewpoints in all of Israel, in my opinion.
Wow, this is spectacular. Now, Danny, we asked you to bring us up here today so that we could get a great perspective and view of the homeland of Jesus. We're talking this season about getting to know Jesus. Well, to get to know him really well, we need to know where he was from.
Totally. I mean, it doesn't get more homeland than right here.
Yeah.
Nazareth is right behind us. This is a hilltop viewing the Jezreel Valley, the heart of the northern kingdom of Israel in the days of the Old Testament. In Roman times, this is the province of the Jews, Provincia Judea. And Jesus is a Jew living in a tiny little village called Nazareth in the back of the big city of Sepphoris, Tiberias in that direction. Okay,
Yeah.
This is the homeland of Jesus. He physically, in my opinion, would come up here occasionally to enjoy the view, to contemplate on,
Well, if you lived near here, why wouldn't you come
Of course.
and see this? This is amazing and spectacular. Now, you referenced Judea. We hear a lot today about this area being referred to as Palestine in the time of Jesus. Help me out with that.
Palestine, or Palestina,
Yeah.
really, that's the original Latin verb, was a name given by the Romans later, about a century after the time of Jesus,
Yeah.
when the Jews made a bold, daring act to attempt to rebel against the Romans twice, and they both were total failures. After the second attempt, what's known as the Bar Kokhba rebellion, Hadrian decides to punish the Jews in all ways and change the name of their capital, their city, their holy city, Jerusalem. No more. I will call it Ilia Capitolina. He gives it a pagan name, which also combines his own name. Now, the province, I don't want it to be named after the Jews anymore. So his consultants tell him, well, once there were Philistines living here.
Yeah.
So he says, fine. So I will call this place from now on Syria Palestina. Out of the blue, the memory of the Philistines is brought to this region. It's becoming the official name of this region, and it kept being used as such by the Byzantines, by the Muslims. They called it Philistine. In the days of the Crusaders, it was more called Terra Santa, but once the Crusaders are gone, it's again Philistine, and then by the British Palestine. And now the local Arabs claim this is all Palestine. They even claim Jesus was a Palestinian. Okay, I'm sorry, he was a Jew. This was a Jewish province. There's so much evidence of Jewish presence in this land. Over 300 synagogues were found, dozens of them right here, including in Nazareth itself and around it.
Okay.
Okay? So
Well, that clears that up.
I hope so.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe with all my heart that Jesus was a Jew, Judea, Yehud. The whole language speaks of it.